What if the most beautiful things in the universe were also the most violent? High above Earth, far beyond the reach of our telescopes and satellites, colossal beasts roam. They're not animals. They're galaxies. And they're hungry. Galaxies don't just float peacefully in the vast emptiness of space. They interact, collide, and consume one another in a phenomenon so violent, it's been dubbed galactic cannibalism. Imagine billions of stars being torn apart, planets swallowed, black holes merging in chaos. And the scariest part? Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is one of these cosmic predators. In this video, we dive into a tale of survival on the largest scale imaginable. This isn't science fiction. This is the true story of how galaxies eat to survive. When we look up at the night sky, we see beauty, endless stars, glowing galaxies, peaceful universe. But this peace is an illusion, because galaxies can be monsters. They don't just float in space. They chase, they collide, and they consume. This phenomenon is called galactic cannibalism. And it's exactly what it sounds like. One galaxy devouring another. Not in minutes, not in days, but over billions of years. A slow, silent, cosmic feast. The stronger galaxy pulls the weaker one closer, tears it apart, star by star, cloud by cloud, until the smaller galaxy is nothing more than a memory. A stream of stars scattered across space. Astronomers first noticed these strange trails of stars, stretched across the sky like ghostly fingerprints. They weren't formed there. They were the remains of galaxies that had been consumed. Over time, scientists began to realize, this isn't rare. This is normal. In fact, most large galaxies have eaten others. It's how they grow. It's how they survive. In the early universe, galaxies were small and chaotic, crowded close together. Gravity pulled them toward one another. Collisions were inevitable. And in space, mass means everything. The bigger you are, the more gravity you have, the more you pull in, and the more you consume. Galactic cannibalism is not a choice. It's evolution on a cosmic scale. And the biggest surprise? Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is guilty too. It has already devoured several smaller galaxies. And it's still feeding. Right now. Above us. In future chapters, we'll uncover the evidence. We'll explore the victims. And we'll reveal the Milky Way's dark past. But remember this. In the vast, silent universe, even the most beautiful things must sometimes destroy to survive. This is galactic cannibalism. Anatomy of a cosmic feast. So, what actually happens when one galaxy eats another? It's not a quick bite. It's a long, silent pull. A slow-motion disaster playing out over billions of years. It begins with gravity. The larger galaxy feels the presence of the smaller one. It starts pulling, bit by bit, star by star, gas cloud by gas cloud. The smaller galaxy starts to stretch. It begins to unravel. The shape warps. The stars fall out of orbit. Its center collapses. This process is called tidal stripping. And it's just the beginning. As the smaller galaxy gets closer, the forces grow stronger. Gravity pulls harder. Stars are flung into long streams. Clouds of gas collapse. New stars are born in the chaos. Yes, sometimes destruction leads to creation. These are called starburst events. Short, intense periods where thousands of stars form at once. Flares of light in a cosmic storm. But the damage doesn't stop there. The supermassive black holes at the centers of both galaxies begin to spiral toward each other. Over time, they will merge. Not peacefully, but violently. The result? A single, even more massive black hole. Hungry, spinning, and surrounded by a glowing disk of energy. But here's something incredible. Most stars don't actually collide. Even in a galactic merger, stars are so far apart that they pass by each other. Like ships in the night. Silent, untouched. But their orbits shift. Their paths change. And many are flung into new parts of space. Some even tossed out of the galaxy forever. Whole planetary systems are thrown into the void. Imagine Earth, ripped from its sun, drifting into cold darkness. This is the reality of a galactic feast. And we've seen it happen. The antennae galaxies show us two galaxies mid-collision. Long arms of stars stretch between them. Bright knots of newborn stars shine in the chaos. It is beautiful and violent. Then there's the mice galaxies, two spirals caught in a gravitational tug-of-war. Their tails stretch across space, a sign that their cores are on a deadly path. In these cosmic meals, the smaller galaxy rarely survives. It's absorbed, its identity lost. The star's now part of a new, larger galaxy. But the larger galaxy changes too. Its shape warps, its motion shifts. It grows, but not without scars. And over time, these feasts shape the universe. They decide which galaxies grow big, and which ones vanish. Galactic cannibalism isn't random. It follows a pattern. Bigger eats smaller. Stronger pulls weaker. The cycle continues, and it's happening all across the cosmos. Right now, in galaxies we can see, and in many we haven't found yet. Even our nearest neighbor, Andromeda, has scars from past collisions. But more on that soon. For now, understand this. Galactic cannibalism is not a rare event. It's a natural part of galactic evolution. It shapes the structure of the universe, creates new stars, feeds black holes, and gives birth to giants. And in this vast arena of silent warfare, every galaxy is a hunter, a survivor, or a victim. The Milky Way, a galactic predator. We live inside a galaxy, a spiral of stars called the Milky Way. It stretches over 100,000 light-years wide, home to billions of stars, and one tiny planet called Earth. To us, the Milky Way feels peaceful, familiar, safe. But the truth is far more shocking, because our galaxy is a predator. Yes, the Milky Way has eaten others. It's doing it right now, and it has a long history of galactic cannibalism. Astronomers once believed the Milky Way was quiet, stable, alone. But then came new data, better telescopes, better sky maps, and suddenly we saw signs of destruction. Long streams of stars arcing across the sky. Faint trails of light wrapping around our galaxy. They didn't form here. They were the remains of galaxies that got too close. One of the most famous examples is the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, a small, ancient galaxy that ventured too near the Milky Way. Now it's being ripped apart. Its stars are being stretched into a long stream, winding around our galaxy like a cosmic ribbon. One day, Sagittarius will be completely gone. The stars, absorbed into the Milky Way's disk. Then there's the Gaia Enceladus galaxy. This one collided with us nearly 10 billion years ago. We didn't just absorb its stars. That collision reshaped the very structure of the Milky Way, thickened our disk. It added new stars to our halo, and it helped form what we now call home. We know this because of a spacecraft named Gaia, launched by the European Space Agency. Gaia is mapping over 1 billion stars in our galaxy, and it has revealed something stunning. Some stars in the Milky Way don't belong here. They move differently. They have different chemistry, different origins. These are the fingerprints of past victims, evidence of galactic meals long forgotten. And that's not all. The Milky Way has likely devoured dozens of dwarf galaxies throughout its life. Some we've found. Others are still hidden, waiting to be discovered in the outskirts of our galaxy. This process hasn't stopped. Right now, the Milky Way is surrounded by a group of smaller galaxies. They orbit us like moons around a planet. We call them satellite galaxies. Many of them are already being pulled apart. Slowly, quietly, their stars drifting toward us. They are future meals, cosmic snacks for a growing giant. It's easy to forget how powerful the Milky Way is. But it's a galaxy with over 1 trillion solar masses. Its gravity stretches far beyond what we can see, and anything that crosses its path is in danger. This makes us ask a deeper question. What does this mean for us? If the Milky Way is a predator, then our planet, our solar system, is part of something ancient and violent. The atoms in your body may have once belonged to another galaxy. You could be made of stars that lived and died, in a galaxy that no longer exists. Think about that. We are not just children of stars. We are children of cosmic destruction. Galactic cannibalism isn't just history. It's part of who we are. The Milky Way may seem peaceful tonight, but behind the stars we admire is a past written in conquest, and a future still unfolding. Because the biggest feast is yet to come. The future collision, Milky Way versus Andromeda. Something is coming. Something massive. And it's heading straight for us. Its name is Andromeda. It's the closest spiral galaxy to the Milky Way, roughly 2.5 million light-years away. And it's moving toward us at nearly 250,000 miles per hour. This isn't science fiction. This is cosmic destiny. In about 4 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will collide. Two giants, two predators, on a crash course. And the result will change everything. Astronomers call it a major merger, a rare event where galaxies of similar size crash into one another. It will be the biggest event in our galaxy's history. What will happen? First, the outer halos of both galaxies will begin to touch. Gas, dust, and dark matter will swirl and mix. Gravitational chaos will begin. Then their disks will collide. Spirals will twist and tear. Stars will be flung into new orbits. Tidal forces will stretch both galaxies into long, distorted shapes. They will pass through each other once, then again, until finally, they merge into one. A new galaxy will be born. Astronomers already have a name for it. Milkdromeda. It won't look like a spiral. It will become an elliptical galaxy. Larger, rounder, more stable. And what about Earth? Surprisingly, we might survive the collision. Because space is so vast, most stars won't hit anything. Our solar system could be tossed into a different part of the galaxy. We might end up closer to the edge, or deeper inside the core. But long before that happens, the sun will have already changed. It will expand into a red giant. Earth's surface will become uninhabitable. So no, humans won't be here to witness the merger. But if we could see it, it would be breathtaking. For millions of years, the night sky would glow with Andromeda's stars, growing larger, brighter, closer, then chaos, then rebirth, then silence. This future collision is not just about two galaxies. It's about how the universe evolves. Galactic cannibalism at its most dramatic, a process that destroys and creates. By studying the upcoming Milky Way-Andromeda merger, scientists learn how galaxies grow, how black holes merge, how star systems form, and how the universe shapes itself. And there's something else. Andromeda has eaten other galaxies too, just like the Milky Way. Both are survivors of past violence. Now they're heading for one final, fateful union. It's the ultimate example of the cosmic cycle. Galaxies are born. They feed. They grow. They collide. And they become something new. We are living inside one part of that cycle. A calm moment before the storm. But far above us, the future is already written. And in that future, our galaxy will be reborn. Not in peace, but in collision.